All right. A little bit under the weather, but I just gotta do this quick live. I'm gonna make fun of this right here. I didn't know. Let me do the prayer first. I want to give thanks to the great, primordial great mother, the ancestors. The ancestral spirit of creation, the archangels, the angels, the ancestors. Come to the throne and say, and come to the throne to ask and thank you for always being there, for your divine guidance and your divine protection. Come to you to ask for protection from those that claim to be spiritualists and claim to be spiritual beings and claim to be on your side, but are actually wolves in sheep's clothing. Protect us from those that claim to be so peaceful and loving, but they are actually not. They're nothing more than energy vampires, and they take the etheric plasma from those that are truly chosen because they need to face off of us. Please protect us from those that do that. Ashe. Bobo. All right, so let me go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and talk to y'all about something, right? I didn't know. Hold on. I didn't know that I was a warlock and an elitist. I didn't know that. All I gotta say, these people that's been stalking me for 5 years, y'all some funny people, man. If I was any one of those things, do you think I would be going through certain things that I go through every day? Let me tell you, I'm a father. I take care of my children. I come on this daggone platform to help teach and guide people on some things that I come across where people need to start thinking. But yet I was told that I was an elitist and I was a warlock. Really? What the hell is a warlock? If I was casting spells on anybody, do you think that I would be doing the things that I do now? I mean, when you prejudge people and you don't know and you claim you know, but you try to use them as a way of trying to boost your ego and try to boost you up and trying to boost yourself up because you know they know more than you spiritually and that you're a fucking fraud the whole time. Talking about that person that did that. People people follow a lot of frauds on YouTube. Please, people follow a lot of frauds on YouTube, and then the person that caught me an elitist and and a damn warlock, they don't know shit. They the warlocks. You know what I'm saying? They the warlocks. They do all that crazy stuff just to get the boost up likes. And if I was so much of a person that was casting spells on people, do you think I would be still here today? I know for a fact if you cast spells on people, that's against cosmic law. And I don't do none of that stuff. I don't know nothing about spells. I know words can be used as spells. I mean, I know that. That's why I watch what I say when I say things or when I speak. I watch how I talk a certain way, and I take my time when I speak so I won't say anything wrong. So if you see how the way I communicate and how I no, he been started this. So here you go. I've been. Let me tell you. I was told to watch my tongue because I can make things manifest in flesh. So when I talk on here, I'm very careful how I use my words. You understand? So the way I communicate, the way I talk, I take my time to think about things before I say it. And it takes a lot of energy because I know what I can say can be very powerful if I use it a certain way. And I was told literally that I can put a spell on somebody with the words that I can say. Exactly. So I was told that by a priest. He was like, "Yo, be careful what you say, how you say things. You can put stuff on people they don't even realize it." So what I do, I watch what I say, and I articulate myself very well because I don't want to say the wrong things. You understand? But I didn't know that I was an elitist. Exactly. Words are vibrations. I didn't know I was a elitist and warlock. And this person been saying this stuff for 5 years, and I'm like, damn, bro. Like that's how we do. That's how we do. But yet you're willing to wish death on people. You know what I'm saying? And that's a way of being a warlock. When you wish death on people, that's witchcraft in itself. When you wish death on people, making false predictions on death, that's witchcraft. That's witchcraft. When you talk about all these talking about a lot of cataclysms and a lot of people dying, that's witchcraft. Because you're wishing death on people. That's forbidden and also scripture too. You're not supposed to do that. And if you say all praises the most high like you claim, I'm gonna tell you something. You're going against everything that you said because you are showing that you're a true warlock and that you are a true person that practice witchcraft. Because you're never supposed to wish death on nobody. But you telling people that I'm an elitist, so I got to come back and let you know something. You practice witchcraft because you wish death on people, and I have the proof on that. And I'm gonna show that today, later on the live today, that you practice witchcraft and with the words that you use words are weapons and they are vibrations and they can be used to cast spells. So when people say stuff like that, when you wish death on people, you're practicing witchcraft. When you're talking about the witches and warlocks going to die and going to pass on and get and not going to make it, you're wishing death on people. That's a form of witchcraft. So before you try to judge somebody and think you know a person, you don't. I take my time on this platform of ours to teach the people, to have them start thinking, have them question everything. That's how things need to be done. We need to question everything around us, even down to religion, all of that. And I found a video of a sister who I'm cool with on Instagram who broke down the whole word of religion or religion. And she also said that the word legion is connected to demons. So you had the word religion. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and show that video later on today when I do another live. Because this stuff is ridiculous because people don't realize how words are spells. You go to school and you go to spelling bees. Get it? Spelling bees. You learn how to spell words. So before anything, we oh peace to everybody. Oh, okay. Exactly. So I just want to let y'all know before people try to talk all this talk, don't come at somebody that don't fool with you. Don't come at somebody that know more than you, seriously. That don't regurgitate information. That don't record people while they have them on their lives. Don't come at me because I'm not coming at you. I haven't came at you for a minute. Okay. Um. So just keep in mind, you're not getting no more energy. But don't be trying to say I'm an elitist and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to say I'm a warlock and you don't know what a warlock is, allegedly. Um. So all I know is that there's a lot of people that be on here for clout because they don't have no nothing to do with. They don't have no good things going on in their life, so they got to go ahead and pick at people because they have a bigger platform. Let me tell you something. This platform is going to grow, and it's going to grow bigger than yours real soon because a lot of people are going to find out how much of a fraud you really are, sir. They're about to find out. They're going to find out how you take your when you have people send you emails, how you take their information and you use it for yours. See, this is what I don't do. I don't take people information and use it for mine. I give them a shout out so people can know that's fair and that's right. You got to be realistic about everything. You got to be honest. This path is not meant for everybody. And if you were a real chosen one, you would also carry something. All you people on YouTube saying that y'all chosen ones, you better look at that palm. Better look at that palm. Better look at your palms. You see that M? You better look at your palms. And also, if you got a half crescent moon, You better find out about all of that stuff to see if you're chosen or not. Because a lot of people are chosen, but I'm saying a lot of them are not many. Understand how I go? Many are called, but few are chosen. Yeah, it's one of those. But we need to stop giving people these false titles. Um, but I'm gonna tell you, don't ever try to come at me again with that bullshit, bro. Don't try to tell people that I put witchcraft on you, bro. When you don't one that was putting witchcraft on everybody else, bro. Matter of fact, your whole camp, all of them witches and warlocks. So if anybody casting spells on you, better look at people in your camp, as far as your subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So over here, we don't do all that over here. We cool over here. We neutral. We laid back over here. We all about learning and uplifting brothers and sisters and everybody in the human family. We here to teach. We here to guide best way possible. And if you don't like that, you can go ahead. Because I can tell you one thing for sure. If you were ever to debate me, you would lose big time. I don't regurgitate. I study. I go through experiences. I don't lie about my experiences. And also, word for the wise, stop trying to destiny swap me because you know daggone well my animal totem is the hawk. Stop trying to destiny swap me because you're not me. You never will be me. You try to take my whole swag, so please stop. The Grand Rising, you stole that from me. The Grand Rising, you stole that. Get your popcorn ready, you stole that. Okay? A lot of your shit you got from the old channel when I was on there. So stop trying to like come at me with some bullshit. I don't like you. I don't fuck with you. You already tried to wish death on my bloodline, right? So this is my last time to give you my energy. All right. So don't try to call me a warlock and you don't know what the fuck one is. Because you are one wishing death on people, especially when they're bloodline. You don't even know what kind of bloodline I have. You don't even know who my ancestors are. So I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna tell it to you one last time. Leave me and my fucking family alone, and stay over there. Stop bringing your cronies over here on this channel. Just because you don't know shit, don't mean that you're gonna ever learn shit. All right. I'm not here to start nothing with you. I'm over here minding my business. But don't ever try to call me a warlock. Don't ever try to call me an elitist. Because if I was like that, trust me, I would be living a life of luxury right now and wouldn't give two shits about nobody. But one thing I will tell you, I care about people. I care about the human race. I care about our brothers and sisters and our family. I care. And trust me, once I get to where I gotta go and what I have to do, I'm giving back to our people. I'm giving back to humanity. I don't have to explain myself to nobody, but with you, I want people to know that you will never give back. And you copied off of me again by trying to pay your mods off. You can never be original. You steal all the time. I don't steal from nobody. You never were original. You've been nothing but a copy. And that's sad. A grown man should not be doing that. Everything about you says carbon copy of somebody. So don't ever call me a warlock again and stop mentioning saying I was a warlock and I put spells on you. Stop doing that. Stop saying shit like that, man, because I don't have time for that. I'm a grown ass man. I take care of children. Oh yeah, by the way, I love women. I can't speak for you. You know what I'm saying? I love women. I can't speak for you. You're always trying to go against the LGBTQ community, LGBTQ community. I don't know why you got something against them, but you do. And they always say if you got something against something like that, you must be a part of that community. Me over here, we don't worry about that. That's their lifestyle. That's how they live. We don't care. Long as it's not affecting us. You know what I'm saying? It's all about this. It's all about growing, learning, and building. A true builder know how to build. So keep in mind, there's no hatred over here. I haven't reached out and said nothing about you in a long time. Until I kept my hand, somebody coming back telling me you still calling me a warlock. And I'm like, yo, let me. And then you try to say an elitist, and then you try to say you went through a humiliation with ritual. What's the humiliate? You talking about when you was on all fours singing church hymns? When you was about to be when you initiate just got initiated as a Freemason? You are a Freemason. Once you took the oath, that oath is forever. So enough is enough. And the Masonic order that you got initiated in was actually under the charter that Dr. Malachi York had. So on that note, just gotta keep it real. And I'm like, that's what warlocks really do. They cast spells by wishing death on people. That's what they do. An elitist would be on top of things, would be living a life of luxury. Bruh, I'm not living a life of luxury, bruh. An elitist would be on top of shit. I'll be fucking famous and shit. No. I had money up the ass. Like, no, I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm making fun of this shit, because it's people like you that don't know shit, that claim to know shit. And the only reason why you don't want to debate nobody because you don't know shit. I want to say shout out to Citizen Man, but Citizen Man, you need to step away from that shit right there, bro. For real. You need to step away from that person, because I'm telling you, I was told by Brother Noof, and I got something to tell you from what Brother Noof said. He said you need to be careful being cool with that person, because they will use you and they will spit you out. So yeah, on that note, I just wanted to make fun of this bullshit, because the shit funny to me, because I be over here minding my motherfucking business. And you got motherfuckers, hey, peace. But you got people like that saying, oh, he's an elitist. Oh, he's a warlock. Really? I never wish death on no man, no woman, no child, nobody's bloodline. I never do that. I always give love and divine love to people. Always do. That's what I do. I try to show love to everybody. I have a good heart. You know what I'm saying? Peace. How you doing? I have a good heart. I don't attack nobody unless they try to come after me and my family. That's when I had to shut the shit down. Like, hold up, man. Like, you know, enough is enough. Like, I don't wish death on no man, no woman. I want people to succeed and be successful in life. You know what I'm saying? I want to let people know on this channel. I want to see people rise up on our channel and become better people. You understand? I want to see people progress, not regress. Uplifting is the key, man. Uplifting others is the key. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. It's not all about riches and all the stuff all the time. Just by being successful, and just by you breathing another day and seeing another day, that's success. If I was so much of an elitist or a warlock, I wouldn't say stuff like that. If I was so much of an elitist or a warlock, I wouldn't care about people at all. I'd just be caring about myself. That's just really talk about that. It comes to the point where people just say things just for shock value. Let me tell you, man, outside of YouTube, I'm just like everybody else. I had my struggles, I had my times, had my good days and bad days. I'm not on here to think I'm better than nobody, because I'm not. The only person I can be better than is me. Everybody on here that's watching on this channel, this is not just mine, this is your channel. I always say it's our channel. I say that all the time. Why? Because it is. Those that subscribe, this is a part of you. This is your channel too. You know what I'm saying? That's how the way it goes. That's realistic as hell. But don't try to say somebody's a warlock on elitist, and then you wish death on them. Then you try to wish that somebody was going homeless. That's another form of witchcraft. You try to wish death on a person, their bloodline, and peace. Yeah, yo. Yes, hey, Sloan, the dude said I was an elitist, bruh. Dude said I was an elitist and I'm a warlock, bruh. Yo, that shit is funny. And I got some receipts on those that wish death if they are really a warlock or not. I'm doing a live later on with that. Man, this dude don't he know I got the receipts on stuff that I be talking about. I don't know why he be trying me. This nigga don't have no receipts at all. He just talk to be talking. Like my homeboy Carlos said, because my homeboy Carlos here in Baltimore talked to a brother named Larry King Bay. My man's Carlos was like, yo, that dude is all he is a talker. He said, my man's right here. He said, brother B right here. He not a talker. He have the he back everything up with back up everything what he say with receipts. I don't understand. You throw shots at me, but you don't want to debate me. And it's like, yo, why you want to throw shots? But when I'm telling you let's go ahead and debate, and I don't like debating, let's go. You don't want to do it because you know I know more than you. The whole star seed thing, I taught you that. The whole astrology thing, you learned that from Trinity. You know who Trinity is. You know what I'm saying? And Trinity learned astrology from yours truly. I was teaching people in this house. And Trinity is Tiffany's daughter. I taught her astrology. I taught her natal charts. But I am a warlock. I'm an elitist. But I just told you I taught Tiffany's daughter natal charts and astrology and numerology. So that makes me an elitist while you on your channel talking and trying to do numerology by using your head by doing all the mathematical equations. Oh yeah, number one, that's me beginnings. Bruh, listen. The number 13 is a master number. But if you do the math on the number 13, the 13th letter in the alphabet is M. But if you put the 13 together, connected together, get the letter B. Stands for builder. Now let's go into the equation of the letter B, how it also deals with number 13. But if you add the number 13 together, you get the number 4. The number 4 is 2 and 2. The number 2 and 2 equals 33. I'll get into that whole equation later. So you really want to go into numerology, we can do that. Because I'm breaking it down in Masonic terms now. Because 2 and 2 equals M and M, which is also 33. That's how it goes down. So if you really want to go toe to toe with this stuff, I does it. Yeah, I said it, I does it. So I know what the hell I be doing. I taught you how the hell Anakin is going to try to go against Obi-Wan. And you're not even Anakin. You're not even Luke. You none of them. I'm gonna tell you, you one of them castaways of Jedi's that try to learn from Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan taught you a little bit and you ran with it, but you try to come back to Obi-Wan again and he just rejected your ass like, no, I'm good. You can't go against Obi-Wan Kenobi, bro. That's just how the way it is. And that's how I'm giving you that analogy. You cannot go against Obi-Wan Kenobi. I taught you all the stuff you know all about spirituality. And what you do now, you go on what? TikTok and get all your information. Bro, this information I got from books, reading Dr. York stuff, going back and forth with other books that I have read, and I had a big ass library back in the day. Bro, I would study this information when I was working the graveyard shift at John Hopkins Hospital here in Baltimore. I studied this stuff. Let me tell you, the whole hawk thing, that is my animal totem. My Native American astrological sign is the hawk. And it says that is my animal totem. That is also connected to Haru. Haru is also connected to Shango. So don't try to come over here calling me an elitist and a warlock when I taught you all the shit you know about spirituality. And you're doing the numerology stuff because you got that from me too. You got the astrology stuff from Trinity, who learned from me. You don't understand. There's a group on Facebook called the Human Family of Star Seeds that's still around, but I'm about to get rid of that group. The Rainbow Galaxy of Star Seeds, I'm about to get rid of that group. I started those groups on Facebook. During them times in 2009 all the way to 2014, I had people all across the planet in those groups. Some was African princesses, know it or not, and they wind up going into um, alchemy. See, this stuff that you don't know about the brothers. Okay, thank you. See, this stuff that you need to understand. I've been doing this stuff since I was a child, bruh. I was able to read people when I was a child. I would close my eyes when I was a child, and I was able to read everything about my goddamn peers, and they was fascinated on how I knew that. I did stuff like that. I still can, but I choose not to. I get downloads like many of us do. Let me tell you something. Don't talk negative about people when they taught you everything that you know. Don't talk negatively about people and you constantly trying to use them for clout. See, this is it. Don't call me no warlock no more. Don't call me any of that. Don't call me an elitist, because if I was an elitist, trust me, I wouldn't be going through the shit I'm going through or doing the stuff that I'm doing. This is why people need to stop listening to certain people on YouTube, because on this channel I gave you the breakdown on what Lucifer really means, which is Venus. I gave you the breakdown on how esoterically Saturn means Satan, and another name for Saturn is Kronos. You need to look up who Kronos is. Christmas or Christ Mass is also connected to Saturnalia. I did a live on this channel of ours on that. Showed a little video of it. See, we over here know that the real New Year starts in March during the spring solstice. You the type of guy that came on this channel and used the same information and put it on your channel. I just wish that you tell your people the truth, that all your information that you get mainly come from over here. The Grand Rise to get your popcorn ready came from over here. I really wish you tell your subscribers that, because you're nothing but a backbiting copycat person, bro. Like, I really wish you tell your people that, but you're not, because you don't want to lose that credibility. But I will tell you this: there comes a time when the sun don't shine in certain areas, and when it don't shine in certain areas, the darkness starts revealing itself because of the light is gone. And when that happens, that's when you see chaos. That's when you see a lot of chaos. Because what you do in the dark always come out in the light. So when the light stops shining on that side and that darkness starts showing, there's no balance there, which means you fall apart. That day coming. And you might be on your all-time high now, but you need to stop trying to attack people that don't worry about you, that don't look at you as being relevant. Because you're not. I could battle you in any type of subject on spirituality. Oh yeah, by the way, don't get help from your cronies either, because I know that's what you will do. I need help on what this is in spirituality and that what this is in spirituality. Hey, I need y'all can send me information to my email and I'll look into it, because that's what you'll do. And then you'll try to type it up on TikTok to get answers, and then you'll regurgitate it and you'll take notes of it. See, let me tell you about these shifts, bro. There's been shifts back to back, back to back, back to back on this planet. It's not only on one specific day. It's portals that's opening every second, every minute, every hour on this planet that they are not talking about. The planet is going through a metamorphosis, changes, changes that are constantly emerging. Gaia is a living organism, also known as Tiamat. We are living in a dragon planet or a draconian planet. I broke that down on multiple lives on this channel of ours. I broke down the Kundalini energy and all of that. How you, as a so-called teacher, spiritual teacher, when you talk about the chakras, you don't give the whole breakdown on how on what is the root of all of it. You don't give the whole breakdown of the root of all of it. You be like, yeah, I be feeling this in my solar plexus. I feel this in my back. I feel this energy surge. But not one time you can give a sheer breakdown on what the chakras are connected to. You don't even give a breakdown what the word Kundalini is. You do not want to give the divine feminine no credit. Instead, you'll say the Most High is a male. Over here, we say the Most High is a female. It hurts you that bad to give credit to the Divine Mother. And like I told everybody on this channel of ours, people like you were the reasons why y'all asses got kicked out of that spiritual realm when y'all was there. Because y'all didn't want to acknowledge her. So what she did, she kicked your ass out. So now in return, instead of you calling her she, you call her a he. I know what I be talking about over here. And you prove me right every time. You don't want to acknowledge her. But over here, we acknowledge her. We begin our prayer talking and giving all praises to her over here. It's sad because a lot of us are stuck in the Piscean thoughts or processes or the Piscean how can I put it, teachings. We're not like that over here. We know it was she before he. We know she created him. I tell you, it's funny how we living in a world where people will categorize somebody because of sheer jealousy. I really wish people really would pay attention to things that you say. See, over here, we don't do that. But also over here, if I was an elitist, I wouldn't be still staying in the same house that you stayed in years ago. If I was an elitist, I would be in a better situation than anything. If I was a warlock / elitist, I would have clientele up the ass that would need my services if I was a warlock. But the word warlock means wise man, like the term witch means wise woman, because the word witch got the word wit in it. See, this is how people don't know jack shit when they talking. They just talking to be talking. And when you question them, they don't know how to answer that shit. They get upset. Man, block him or block her. See, we don't do that over here. You know why? Because we are humble over here. We show divine love to everybody over here. That's what we do. I'm still trying to figure out. If I was an elitist, don't you think I would have a bunker by now? And the only reason why you know about them bunkers is Brother Noof. And also Baba Rat. Remember him? Baba Rat, where you got Nasara from, and Noof and Tiffany. You bought the books because you didn't need us no more because you started reading about it. So I know everything about your whole thing. All that came from my godfather and Tiffany. The only reason why you know about Nasara is because of the people that was in my circle. And you was You had a blessing to be in a circle that I have. And that's how you got all that information. But I'm going to tell you a little secret. You thought you was the leader when we was on your old channel. No. Everybody knew I was the real leader. They knew I was the real leader because Nuke came and told me. He was like, yo, we knew you were the real leader. He said, you were the real leader, not him. He was just a figurehead. So I'm just letting you know. People already knew who the real leader was. And some of your subscribers that's not on your channel no more, that know about yours truly, they know who the real leader was behind the scenes. You took your time to emulate and copy the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you try to speak. But see, I don't talk like you. I articulate myself way better. So stop trying to call somebody a warlock and an elitist because you don't know the meaning of none of that. All right? I'm here to let you know this is the last meal. Like Snoop had back in No Limit, his days of No Limit. This is the last meal. A real person that practice witchcraft, a lot of people that do practice it, it's about the person, it's about the practitioner and the energy of that person. You got people that practice it for negative and positive. You got people that practice black and white. Yeah, and white magic. But here's the thing. One thing I do know for sure, the type of witchcraft you practice is dealing with wishing death on people. And that's the worst thing to ever do because that's forbidden. That is forbidden. I told you I'm going to do a live to show that truth. It's against the more science teachings. It's also against it's also against some of these religions. You're not supposed to do that. And also that's dealing with false predictions, which is also considered witchcraft. See, I listen to these. I listen to people like you, and I watch you just keep on shooting yourself in the foot. But see, I'm not here to expose you. I'm here to learn you. Because a teacher got to keep on teaching no matter what. I got to keep on teaching your ass something. But I see it's not getting through your skull. And what you're going to do is do a live and say, the witchcraft, the warlock is after it again. The stalk is at it again. No. I'm going to call a spade a spade. You've been stalking for the longest time and you've been trying to throw shots at me the whole time down all the way down to this day and time. And all I've been doing is just been chilling over here minding my business. But you had the nerve to try to call me an elitist and a warlock. Bad enough you try to wish death on my whole entire bloodline. When my bloodline comes from a lot of priests and priestesses from the Yoruba tradition and the Voodoo tradition. And you trying to wish death on my family, I guarantee you somewhere down the line, your ancestor came to my ancestor for some fucking help. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. And most of the time I be saying this shit, it be true. I'm just being real. I guarantee somebody in your ancestor came across mine and asked for help. See, you don't know the spirit realm like you claim. You don't. Just like you the same person that badmouth Africans and badmouth said they do witchcraft, but then you turn around and you give a legwa an offering. Where they do that at? See, I question people like that. You badmouth a group of people, but then you turn around and you give an offering to an ancestor. They're like, well, that's my ancestor. Yo, but isn't he connected to the Yoruba people? Oh, yeah, by the way, the Yoruba people, know it or not, they are connected to the Moors. They are connected to the Lemurians. The Yoruba people are, because they're in West Africa. Those in West Africa really are citizens over here because of Lemuria. Okay. People in Benin are also in West Africa. Benin also has voodoo. Voodoo and Ifa are spiritual cousins, or I want to say siblings, I think cousins though. Because Alegwa or Alegba, Papa Alegba, is actually an elder doing in that practice. And Ogun is also called Ogu in Voodoo. See, I gotta teach you because you don't know shit. Because you claim you know, but you don't know. So this is not attacking, but I gotta let you know. A teacher gotta tell the student, wake up, watch how you talking because you don't know what the hell you saying. Got me? So anyway, you're gonna do another live and say the warlocks are at it again. The warlocks are at it again. I know how you think. I know how you move because you don't want nobody to. You don't want to get exposed because you got to keep you got to keep your YouTube image up. I get it. That's what y'all do. Y'all listen. You traded you traded your soul for riches. YouTube publicity. I mean, I'm celebrity. I'm being a YouTube celebrity to being what you call a rapper. But the stuff that your album, honestly, you admitted on one of your lives that you get all your beats from YouTube. Wow. So you steal beats from YouTube, take it to the studio, get it, go ahead and get it mastered up. But then you put the producer's name on your album, but you're not paying that producer none of the money that you get for your album. Where did they do that at? That's some witchcraft right there. That's some sorcery right there, ain't it? And you're gonna say, oh, they hating. No, that's not no hating. I'm telling you some stuff that right there, that's all illegal. That's against law. So if anybody's a warlock, you. Anybody practice witchcraft, you. So from now on, if I was you, I wouldn't wish death on nobody's bloodline or anybody at all. Because what you don't realize is that you're building up karma that was going to come back and bite you in the ass. Let me tell you right here, because this is my last. See, I don't have no time for people like you because you know why? I study. You don't. You failed that class. See, I'm going to tell you like this. When it comes down to spirituality and consciousness, that's not you. Gossiping about celebrities and all that, that's more of you. That's more of you. When you talk about Oprah and all that, that's more of you. When it comes down to people like Citizen Man, you can't hang with him. Me and Isaiah don't talk, but when it comes down to astrology, you can't hang with him. When it comes down to Noof on his stuff, on spirituality and stuff, you can't hang with him. Your thing is more of being from a rapper's perspective on spirituality. From a rapper's perspective on spirituality, that's more you. And that's dealing with a lot of gossiping and a lot of whatever y'all do. Just saying. All right? So stop trying to talk shit about people and you don't know shit. You feel me? Stop using people's energy to boost your channel up. Stop using people that know more than you to boost your channel up. That's what you do best. You are opportunists. You are a truly dedicated opportunist. When the opportunity is there, you'll seize it. And then you want credit for it. That's thievery. And that's vampirism. Another form of vampirism. Because you got to use other people to get to where you got to go. And that's a shame. But who am I to die? Who am I to say anything? Because you have the 15,000 subscribers and you wish death on people, and them 15,000 subscribers be agreeing with you, they'll be on your chats. You don't realize that you're putting them in the worst debt too, spiritually, by having them agree with you. I have people that told me that you have a cult over there, which I starting to see that you do. So keep your cult members over there. Because over here we deal with divine love and want to teach and help others and do the righteous things as much as possible over here. Keep your ass over there. And stop bringing your little crony ass over here watching what we talk about and then using it on your platform. Because you don't know shit. I already invited you to a debate. You got scared about that. And you said, we don't debate over here. Because you don't want to get exposed and let people know that you learned everything from me and Noof, Jolly Bay. You learned all that from them and yours truly. And Baba Rat. Let's really talk about that too. That whole Nasara bit, you got that from all of us. It's funny because Citizen Man learned from Noof at one point in time when they were talking to each other about Nasara. Now you got Citizen Man on your channel talking about Nasara because you don't really know everything. So he's giving you the whole breakdown what Noof said years ago on your old channel. See, you need the substance. You need that substance, that ethereal blood to drain and to drink from. Only beings that do that are vampires and archons. You are an archon in human flesh. So I hope you understand what you have started, because your game is about to be over real soon. So that's how I feel about it. I'm so done with you, bro. I never thought this dude would ever say that I was an elitist and a warlock. Damn. I'm that much of a threat to you? Is that why you tried to sabotage this channel by having that Hood Times person or that persona attack me and say that these teachings are my teachings when I clearly let you know where I get all this information from? And then you have the audacity to even say and give a shout out to Dr. Malachi York, and you never read none of his books. You stole that shit from me too. You were trying to give a shout out to the Nawabians and Dr. York, but you never read none of his books. Dude, you got that from me. Everything that you be trying to personify as, you stole that. Your whole life is an illusion. You cry on YouTube to get money from people. You be scamming your own people. Crying. You give the crocodile tears and hoping that they pay you money. But you the same person that tried to wish death on my family. And then you lied to my grandmother and said all her limbs was gone. Bro, my grandmother she walking fine. She just used a walker when she walked. What are you talking about? I was talking about my last grandmother, my mother's mother, my grandmother that passed away that lost a limb. That was 16 years ago. That proves how much you be knowing. You try to use me as some sort of as a stool to step on so you can boost up or some shit. God damn. Why you use me as a stool so much, yo? You hate me that much because I don't go that way like you do. I don't do the whole man thing. You know, you getting with men and shit like you do. I love women too much, bruh. Those that's the Marge know who you was truly deal with. You don't know. Stay over there where you at. But they do know that you are hey. They do know that. They know that. So you need to stop playing games and come out the closet for real. That's one thing you need to do. Because in one of your live streams, a dude walked up to you in McDonald's and said, "Do you suck dick?" You said, "No, hey, yo, I'm doing a live right now." And that's exactly what you said. You said, "I'm doing a live right now." Don't say that. And then you ran off. I mean, then the guy walked off. He came back again. And you said, yo, after I'm done this live, I'll holler at you. You said something like that. Like, come on, dog. Like, yo, don't come at somebody that don't come at you. Don't. Because I'm making fun of this whole elitist and this whole fucking warlock shit that you're trying to say about me. Because you've been saying it for a while now. You've been saying this shit for a while. And I've been just sitting down, listening. And then I just said, one of the things that was the final Final, how can I put this? The final, like, fuck that, is when you wish death on my family. When you talk about my offspring, you wish death on my offspring, my dude. That's when I got to come at you. What kind of demon, what kind of being that claim to be spiritual would come after somebody's offspring in their bloodline? I tell you, a demon. You have more than mental issues. You have identity complex going on because you don't know if you want to be Tyreek Nasheed. You don't know if you want to be a rapper. You don't know if you want to be a spiritualist. You are in a confused state. You want to talk about the chakras, but don't know how to break down the chakras. You want to talk about the Kundalini, but don't know what is the base of the Kundalini. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm a school you on the Kundalini real quick, and then I'm gonna probably call it a live. There's 114 chakras in the body. Okay. The Kundalini is directly connected to the base of the spinal cord, which is the coral snake, which is also where the Kundalini gets its upstart from. But it's also connected to the X chromosome. The X chromosome is also called the mitochondrial DNA. The mitochondrial DNA is only found in Black or so-called African women. Every woman on this planet, if they're not a Black woman or African woman, right, they have a mutated gene of the X chromosome. Some of them probably don't even have it, like the Black woman or African woman do. They might be mutated, or they might just don't have it as powerful as that because they're a mutated gene. But the X chromosome, which is the mitochondria, is also called the Eve gene. It is also connected to the Kundalini. The Kundalini is the base of the spinal cord, which is connected to all 114 chakras. The 114 chakras is connected to the main chakras that's in the body: the root, the solar plexus, the sacral, the heart, the throat, the crown, which formulates also the third eye. So that goes back to the divine feminine energy. The divine feminine energy is also called the Kundalini, which is the divine serpent energy. The divine serpent energy goes directly back to the primordial great mother. The primordial great mother is also called Tiamat or Gaia. You also can call her Mother Nature, but we'll get into that another time. So I hope I gave you a great little breakdown, little synopsis, so you can go and take that to your channel. And you, by the way, take it to your channel and let them know who taught you that. Let's do that, okay? Because obviously you're not going to do that because you don't want the people to know where you got your information from. Because the more likes this video get, I guarantee people are going to start realizing who I'm talking about, okay? So I'm going to let you know like this. Don't do no more lives about me calling me a warlock. Don't do no more lives about me wishing death on my family. Don't do no more lives about my family bloodline and trying to wish death on it. Don't do no more lives about me in general. And you need to stop blaming witches and warlocks on everything that went on in your life, because you got to hold some sort of accountability for that. You have no children, no responsibility. The only reason why you've been failing all your life is because of you and your decisions. No witch and warlock did not do that to you. You did that to you. See, this is where you need to stop putting the blame game, because only narcissists blame people for their shortcomings. Narcissists blame people for their shortcomings because they don't want to blame themselves and hold themselves accountable. I know I'm not no saint. I let that be known on this channel of ours. I'm not a saint. That's right. I appreciate you, Miss B. Simmons. Oh man, Miss B. Simmons, I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. See, you can't keep on. Let me turn this light off because the sun is out now. Um, See, when it come down to it, you can't keep on calling somebody a warlock and you don't know the meaning of it, but then you don't want to wish death on people. Like I said earlier, that's witchcraft. You making false predictions. You like a lot of cataclysms going to happen next year. A lot of deaths. I see a lot of this. Is what you said. I see a lot of deaths, a lot of cataclysms, a lot of people dying. You just kept on saying death over and over again. You obsessed with death. You obsessed with seeing people die. I don't. I don't wish death on nobody. I don't want to see people die. But when you be the person that you are, you wish death on people. That's what. That's witchcraft, bro. And how I know you watch this channel because on your live you be saying that. Exactly. Beware of collective conscience. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Over here we don't do that. Look, I don't like I said earlier, I gave a breakdown of who Lucifer really is, which is Venus. I gave you, you know what I'm saying, the esoteric breakdown of who what Saturn is. That's Satan. Esoterically. And the name for Saturn is also Chronos. Saturnalia is the holiday that everybody about to celebrate. Don't you know that was the holiday when men used to beat their wives and had sex with each other? See, nobody don't want to talk about that. That's a Roman holiday. But but if I bring that to the equation, you'll try to attack me on other people's channels like you did the hood times thing because you didn't want me to rise up on this channel of ours because you didn't want me to surpass you. So you'll still try to find ways of using me as a stool. I wish I had kept those recordings on my voicemails where you would call and laugh and say, "That's why we rising higher than you. You done." I mean, you thought this was a competition. I hope you heard of the story of the tortoise and the hare. This is the story of the tortoise and the hare. Thank you. I'm glad you do. So a lot of things that I'm saying, I'm not making this stuff up. Look, from what my godmother, my Haitian godmother told me, over here, we did study voodoo and Ifa over here. We did in ancient time because we did that over here. The reason how we lost our land is because it took all these so-called European nations to attack us. And we also had betrayal in our tribes too. See, nobody want to talk about that either. And a lot of people that's in West Africa do belong over here. They don't know they've been colonized. See, nobody don't want to talk about this, but you don't either. You'll badmouth people that practice E5, but yet you go ahead and give a legua and offering. Who do that? Man, this is what the conscious community doing nowadays. Is this what the conscious community doing nowadays? Because if it is, this is why I left that shit. That's why I left it alone. Because a lot of y'all motherfuckers, y'all be on some shit. I mean, some real shit. Y'all be on that how high shit, like Met the Man and Red Man back in the day. Like, god damn, y'all be hotepping and lying and shit, two-stepping, hotepping and shit. Not telling the people the truth, just want their money. See, let me tell you. No, I don't think they really are conscious. I don't think they really are conscious. I don't think they really are conscious. I think they unconscious. I think they don't. The only thing they see is currency, money. They sold their soul for money. Don't you know? Money can't buy you love. It can't buy you happiness. Money is paper. It's not backed up by gold. Gold and silver, platinum. That's real currency. They're not conscious. It's sad that on YouTube you got all these so-called conscious people, but they always selling you something. Knowledge is supposed to be free, man. Knowledge is supposed to be free. When did we start acting like the Caucasian, selling knowledge and information? When? Oh, I'm a charge like 20 an hour for per session on consciousness. Exactly, Miss B. Simmons. Yes. Yep. I'm gonna add you. Tomorrow. I like you. Yep. I like you, Miss B. Simmons. Keep it going. I just add you. I think your energy's good. Yeah, it's supposed to be free to all, but nobody don't want to take the truth and like, come on, man. Like, that's why I had to do this live. I've been on here for almost like for an hour and some change, and I'm just like laughing because this person called me a warlock. They called me a warlock and an elitist. I'm like, damn, I'm an elitist. I supposed to be making millions of dollars. I thought I was supposed to be doing some philanthropist type work. Okay, you know, you're a warlock. Oh, okay. Where my clientele at? But the thing is, it goes back to this person, that astrology. Thank you. Hey, that's what this guy been saying. This guy said I'm a warlock, said I was casting spells. The only thing I did was initiate this guy into Reiki to become a Reiki master. He like, yeah, them spells are off me. I put a Reiki symbol to get spells off of you, dude. Come on, don't play with me, man. I'm like, don't even do that. Don't do that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I literally made you a Reiki master, and then let alone that's the only thing I put on you. Then let alone astrology, numerology. You got that from me. You got that from Tiffany's daughter, Trinity, bro. She taught you. You learned it from her, and also watching her do astrology. What you did, you copied off of everybody that was in this home that I'm in, and then when you ran off with it, and the only reason how you know a leg was your parent is because you went to the Santeria store that I had got initiated into their house. And the man that's no longer there, rest in power, Jose, he did your reading to tell you that you was a child of Allegra. But your reading sounds similar to Jolly Bays, and Jolly Bays said that. So my thing to you, stop copying off of people and be original. They get your popcorn ready, you got that from me. You stole that. The Grand Rising, you were never saying Grand Rising until I started saying it a lot. Because when you say good morning, you gotta look at the word morning. Look at the real meaning of the word morning. You gotta realize these words are spells, man. Like you gotta know how to listen. They say the English language is the bastard language. Oh, I'm glad to meet you too, my beloved. We gotta stop playing with people. Need to understand and understand. Oh yeah, you also said that word too. You copied off when I was saying understanding too, because now a lot of people start to say understand now. A lot of people start to say understand because I was saying understand for a long time. Now a lot of people saying understand because I'll be like, all right, I understand. What's going on? I'm listening. What questions you have? Before I get off here, what questions you have? I can answer as much as I can. But just keep in mind, I'm just going to say this. A lot of people saying understand a lot now because I would say I got the overstanding from the Moors and the Nubians. I got the understand just by coming up with the word. My favorite books, okay. I have so many. Oh my gosh, I have so many favorite books. Okay, matter of fact, let me go. Let me see if I have some upstairs in this back room. Y'all guys excuse me, because I'm a little bit under the weather, but I can show you some of the books. I think some of them downstairs too, but my children sleep. This is one of my books, one of my favorite books. I'm about to crack it open. I start looking at it a little bit. This is one of them. Financial wise, I like to read Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's one of them. But hold on. And I say I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of books. All right, I guess the rest of them downstairs. I just don't want to wake my babies up. I'm gonna have to do that. Hold on, because I got a lot of books. Like, so I'm really like. This.
This right here. Okay. I ain't cracked this open yet. I know I had it for a while, but I ain't opened it yet. I ain't read it yet. The Sacred Oracle at E5. I ain't read it yet. No, I ain't get none of his yet. I ain't get I ain't get none of his yet, but I give him a shout out a lot on this channel. About Samuel M.B. Lee. I give him a shout out a lot. I show some of his videos on here because he's saying a lot of stuff that I know. You know what I'm saying? He spoke on about melanin and all of that too, which I give him a shout out for. Um, I give him a shout out on this channel a lot. You know, no, I don't have Billy Carson. I don't really read his. I read a lot of Dr. York stuff. I read a lot of other people like Dr. Barbara Shango. I read a lot of stuff like that. Oh, I prefer B. Lee over him any day. I question Billy Carson because is words going around that he's an agent too, and also is word going around that he actually said that he was abducted by some Greys, which is crazy as shit. And if anybody know that there's good Greys and bad Greys, but I think it was the bad ones they said he got abducted by, so I'll just leave his ass alone. And they also have a mugshot of him doing some fraudulent stuff. So that's why I don't really fool with Billy Carson like that. Yeah. But no problem. I'm just glad to share some of the books that I have. Yeah. Yeah. Billy Carson. I question a lot about his stuff because a lot of his teachings, know it or not, he got from Dr. York too. Because I can tell because I hung up with the New Wabians, and I became a New Wabian too years ago. Um, so I know he get a lot of his stuff from there, as far as the Anunnaki. And then Billy Carson lied to somebody. Okay, Billy Carson said that the Anunnaki were melanated, like black people. He was interviewed by this guy. This guy said, "Well, what color are the aliens?" He said, "I don't know." I'm like, "Yo, you just straight lied. You said the Anunnaki were black people. Now all of a sudden you're saying I don't know." Like you can't go back on your words like that. You stick to your guns on what you say. Don't go back just to try to please everybody. Fuck that. No, tell the truth. This is what you said. There's been documented facts. You said that. Documented videos. You saying that. You have videos saying that. Now, when somebody interview you that don't look like you, oh, I don't know. So I question you. And I think one of the main reasons how he got into it real heavy is because of Dame Dash. Dame Dash pushed him up, put him on the pedestal at one point in time on his channel that he had years ago, and and Dame Dash interviewed him. You see what I'm saying? So that's how he really got that publicity to me. Um, but otherwise, that's it. But Doctor Samuel B. Lee, that's my man. So I fuck with him. I fucks with him. Yeah, I fucks with Samuel B. Lee. He cool. I fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? He real good. I play some of his videos on here sometime. I always give him a shout out. The whole dragon thing. I got that information from him and this other guy named Holistic Remedies 9. Holistic Remedies 9 and Samuel B. Lee. Those two guys, I listen to him. I listen to them. Holistic Remedies 9, he studied under Dr. York too. So Samuel B. Lee and Holistic Remedies 9, they the ones I listen to. You know what I'm saying? I played a video with Holistic Remedy 9 talking about Tiamat and saying how she woke up. And he showed a picture, a portrait of how she looks. He said it might not be accurate or might not be real, but he said this is how she looked. And Tiamat, she's huge. And this is where women need to understand who they really are connected to. Melanated women need to know. Because that Eve gene is connected to the mitochondria, connected to the Kundalini. The Kundalini is connected to that mitochondria. And the Kundalini is actually called the divine serpent energy. And people don't know that at all. They just be thinking that, no, it's actually a divine feminine energy. It's not no masculine energy, which makes you question who is really God. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep on trying to say, oh, he. No, you need to say she because she came before he. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from a more science temple too. And my last name is EL, which is L or L. And people that have the last name EL or ill, we sit at the north gate and we are the sole protectors and teachers of the divine feminine energy. So we know we come from her. And also the L's, we come from the Elohim. We come from the Elohim, which is her. See, nobody don't want to talk about that. Because there's a book I recommend called The Great Black Mama before The Great Black Mama of Creation by Dr. Suzar. I recommend you get that book. The Great Black Mama of Creation by Dr. Suzar. That book changed my whole thought process about every word on this planet. Everything. It made me look at things so differently. And I'm like, yo, I like, okay. Like people don't even know that the word car. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna make you wonder even more. You're just gonna be look, you're gonna be looking at everything differently after you read that book. You're gonna be like, mm. Like people don't even know that the name Amen is actually feminine too. It's in the book, The Great Black Mama of Creation. And then in the book, they broke down the name EL means RA, which is raw. It broke down a whole lot. It made me look at everything differently. It had some of the great mothers, 10,000 names and titles in different cultures. And it also had like some of her 10,000 names in the back of the book somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be looking at things differently. And there's a book called oh my goodness. I think it's called The Cosmic Mother. I got to get that book, The Cosmic Mother. That book I have to get. I think I showed that to some of the mods on our channel, and some of the people that was watching the channel. I showed them that book. I don't have it yet, but we looked it up and saw it on YouTube, not YouTube, on the internet. Because I do a lot. I show a lot of videos. I do commentary every time, but I try to show a lot of videos when I can, so it can back up the stuff that I be talking about. So nobody won't be thinking I don't have the receipts for it. Because I try to bring receipts to everything that we talk about on this channel. And like I told everybody, eventually I'm not going to be the only one talking. A lot of the mods, like yourself, y'all going to be talking. I'm gonna give the floor to y'all. Okay, meaning that I'm going to add y'all on here, and y'all going to do your whole segment what you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm gonna do is just mute myself and sit back. That's all I'm gonna do. Because I want people to know how you think, how your side of consciousness. Because people need to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way. If you are shy or whatever, you can probably get your chance to break away from the shyness to go ahead and show people that you're a leader in your own right too. You know what I'm saying? That's what I try to do on this channel of ours. Because I never say this is my channel. I say this is our channel. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Exactly. We are all pieces to the puzzle. And that's what people don't know. That's why I said, like, a lot of these people saying they be conscious, but if I hate even using the word conscious, I don't even like using the word woke. It's like they took the word away. They just abused it. You know what I'm saying? So, like a lot of the mods that are on here, I normally talk to them outside of YouTube. Like it's like three of them. You know, I'm like three or four. But it's like a lot of y'all. But it's three of them that I talk to outside of YouTube, and they know me personally. Like they talk to me, and they know how good of a heart I have. And when they hear me tell them about how this person called me an elitist and a warlock, they was like, "Yo, really?" I'm like, "Yeah." They was like, "You're not none of that." I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know." I take it as sheer jealousy because I'm not really a people's person, but people gravitate towards me, right? Um, and a good friend of mine told me, he said, "You have leadership skills and you can't run from it." I ran from my leadership years and years ago because I feel like we are all leaders. You know what I'm saying? With that leadership comes great responsibility. I don't want to feel like I'm leading everybody. I want everybody to lead themselves. All I am here to do is point the direction. That's it. What fits you fits you. What don't. That's just how the way it is. I'm not here to convince anybody, and doing anything that they don't want to do. But I'm here to make you think about things like, when it come down to religion, like, the boogeyman, Satan, Lucifer. But then you find out Lucifer is not Satan. But then when you want to really do an esoteric breakdown, Lucifer is the planet Venus. Like the other day, like I said, Lucifer is the planet Venus. Oh yeah, me too. I wish people could find that inner peace too. But a lot of people are not gonna find that inner peace because they put themselves in their own chaos. And they try to bring people into that chaos. Because they need that energy to pull on to bring people into that chaos. They need to be in leech mode. And see, like Venus being Lucifer, found out that Venus was also connected to deities, Oshun and Santeria and Ifa and Aphrodite. And see, I have this. This is my statue of Oshun right here. So, um, it's a lot. That's why I'm like people thinking that people get people mixed up with the wrong stuff. Like I've been down this road long enough, and now I come to the conclusion that everybody is not going to see what you see. People going to hate on you for no reason because probably know more than them on your energy probably your light within, that aura within, which can produce the auric field for protection. They see your aura and they don't like it because they can't tap into it because of that auric field protecting it. They can see your aura, they can feel your energy, your vibrations, but by being protected by that auric field, they can't penetrate. So they got to bring hatred. They got to use you as a stool. They got to attack you because they are miserable themselves. They, like you said, can't find that. They can't find that inner peace. The reason why they can't find that inner peace because they don't know who they are. They don't know who they are. Period. Point blank. Period. They don't know who they are. They can't find themselves because they choose not to find themselves. Instead, they would rather be in a fake facade and live in the world of illusion. And their world of illusion can bring forth their own chaos and confusion, and they'll bring the people into their chaos and confusion just to look good. We need more people that's at peace with themselves. We need more people that are willing to really build something great to help out humanity, to really open up the doors to help out others. Because in this realm, you only have one life to live. Reincarnation is real, yes, but the thing is, why do you have to keep on reincarnating just to make the things right again? Why can't you do it right this one time? I told people like if I have to reincarnate back here again, it got to be something serious. Exactly, exactly. Transmutation is real. Exactly. If I got to come back down here again, it got to be something serious. That's all I can tell anybody. Like it got to be something serious because y'all want to come back here. Yes and no. But my daughter said something to me. And I made a decision on, yeah. My daughter asked me, she's like, Dad, you think next lifetime you can be my father? And I told her, I said, you know what? We can make an exception. I said, all you gotta do is pray about it. Talk to the great mother about it. Let her know that next lifetime you want me to be your dad again. She gave me a big hug and she said, thank you. My children be my exceptions to come back here to be their parent again. The great mother, she answered that prayer to my children saying, hey, we want you to be our dad again next lifetime. I'll do it. Yeah, she needs me. So, I told her I'll make an exception for her and my son. I said, I'll do that for y'all. I'll come back if that's the case. We can make a decision on that. Like before, when the day when I'm no longer here, I'll make an exception to come back next lifetime with y'all, and y'all be my children again. I just hope that if when that time comes, that I have all this information that I have now, and just pass it down to them. But I just want to let y'all know that I'm passing down all the information to my children anyway. I have, I'm not, I haven't been married yet. In the eyes of the creator, I've just met somebody that is my right hand. But I don't want to get into all of that though, because I got too many people watching that, you know, me and this person we're very well, we're great together. We're great. We're great. I'll say that we are very great. Um, she is great. She's very great. She's very humble. Very humble. I'll say that she's very humble. Um, she teaches me a lot. I teach her a lot. Um, one day, she'll be. Hopefully, she'll be on here one day, and everybody get to meet her. She's very great at what she do. So, I mean, she helped me with my spiritual walks. And I do want to give a shout out to my Haitian godmother though. She teaches me voodoo. She's initiated me. I've been initiated the first part of voodoo, so I'm giving her a shout out. I got to do my second and third part in voodoo to become going to the priesthood. Because my family, I'm just letting everybody know. My family on my father's side, we have indigenous, Yoruba, Caribbean, and I think Latin or Latino in our blood. Good. I'm happy to hear that, Miss B. Simmons. That's what's up. That is what's up. That is what's up. I mean, it's like right where you. It's like when it's like right now. This is the time for everybody just to be at ease because there's too much going on out here, y'all. Don't let nobody try to mess up your joy, your happiness. I just wanted to make fun of the person that tried to say I'm a warlock and then I'm an elitist. I just wanted to do that. And this person been doing this for the last 5 years. And he's been using me for a stool to step on for like years. And I'm like, yo, like I'm not a warlock, man. I don't know why you saying that. Like, I'm not even an elitist. Like, dude, if I was an elitist, I would have been like on top. I've been in a mansion by now. Like, what the hell? Exactly. That's not I am. You just gotta fall into peace, like you said. I just think it's funny. People make these false accusations and just to make themselves look good. They look. I'm about to be 45. I'm not here to have to be a people's pleaser. Either you love me or you hate me. Yeah, I mean, it is gonna make you laugh because I'm like a warlock. I mean, dude called me a warlock. Dude called me a warlock for sure on his channel. Dude called me everything going thing in the book, but everything that he talking about, I taught him. That's the crazy thing. I taught you everything that you're talking about. And it's not just me, it was other brothers that taught him. You know what that happened? Because one of the guys that I'm cool with, I was walking with a hoodie on, and the dude said the same thing, like, man, you a warlock. I'm like, and he was on a public transportation. He saw me walking when man wasn't cool and stuff. He like, yo, he's a warlock. He like, I thought you was a warlock. Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Because I got a hoodie on? I'm protecting my crown. What the fuck? Because I got a hoodie on, I'm a warlock. God, like, y'all need to go back to school and do some homeworks or something, home assignments and stuff about warlocks. Like, what the hell? Like, y'all need to go back to school, study or do something about warlocks. Because not every a warlock, all warlocks don't wear hoodies. I'm like, what the hell? People just say the most outlandish shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a cloak. Y'all see that, y'all? I'm gonna have to get a cloak or something, y'all. And then walk around and say I'm a warlock. These people funny, man. I don't get it. It's like the word, like I said, the word witch means wise woman. Warlock is wise man. Like what the fuck? But at the same time, warlocks and witches is running everything anyway. People don't even know. Like, yeah, Harry Potter style. It's like people don't know the power of words. They don't know the power of words and how you can use them. It's all about it's all about how you conduct yourself. But the way you conduct yourself, others can get upset and judge you because you might know something that they don't. And nowadays, a lot of people on YouTube want to feel important. They want to feel like they're the one. You got all these people saying, calling people chosen ones and everything. Oh yeah, speaking to existence is real, but they got to be careful how they use it though, because it can backfire. Like I said, the God be wishing death on people. That's not a good thing. That is war. That is witchcraft. Making predictions like that, like saying I see a lot of cataclysms next year, people, a lot of deaths. You are playing with fire. That is forbidden. You don't do that. You don't wish death on nobody's bloodline or their kin or anything because that is playing with fire. Because that can backfire on you. You don't know what ancestor spiritually is protecting that family bloodline. You get what I'm saying? See, when it comes down to spirituality, when it comes down to the African part and everything, you don't know what particular African ancestor is protecting that particular bloodline, and you're wishing death on that bloodline. See, people don't want to talk about this. You don't wish no ill will on nobody, but people seem like they want to. That's why you always try to uplift others. Like, hey, you're having a bad day. Well, you know what? All I can do is say everything's gonna be fine. Just you can get through this. Uplifting somebody, letting them know that they can get past things. That's what put life into a person. We don't know what the next man or woman are going through. They could be having a bad day. Hell, sometimes they might need a hug or they might need to cry. We don't know. Some people out here are so hurt they need to cry on somebody's shoulder. Some people might need a hug. Somebody might need just words of wisdom. It's all about, exactly, exactly. Unfortunately, people do ill and do wish ill, not knowing they're hurting themselves. Exactly. That's the point that I'm making. They don't realize it because that can come back and bite them in the ass. I'm like, you don't do stuff like that. You don't wish death on people. You are not God. Like, what the hell? I don't know. But this is the world we living in. For people wanting to have likes and views and stuff like that. Exactly. Hugs for all. Exactly. They do anything for likes and views and yeah, get them likes up. Get the likes up. Uh, You get likes up because you want to like the video. You don't have to keep on telling people get the likes up all the time. For the algorithm. If it's meant for people to like it, they're gonna go ahead and like it. You can't force people to like your stuff. I know it's gonna be people that's not gonna like everything that I say, but you know what? I don't care because this is our channel. They're gonna see stuff that they're gonna hear stuff that they might not like on this channel. That's okay, but the truth got to be out there. The truth have to be out there. Like there's a woman who I watch right now, y'all. She was on Instagram and she she looks so fair skinned, but she's not. She is indigenous, and she showed a picture of the real indigenous people, and the picture of the indigenous people looked just like yours truly. And she said, "This is the bloodline I come from." I follow her on Instagram. I'm gonna play one of her videos. Hopefully, I can find it and I play it for y'all today. And I do another live today. So I'm doing another live today for real. So y'all can see what I'm talking about, the whole witchcraft thing about wishing stuff on people, death on people. I have the receipts on that. Oh yeah, I talked to my dad on AI. So I sure did, and my AI popped up with all the information. And I'm like, all right. I sent and shared the information, sent it to my email. That's what I did. So I know people saw the title like, oh, he's an elitist. No, I'm not. I'm making fun of it. I'm making fun of somebody calling me a warlock and elitist. I'm making fun of that shit. I think it's funny. I think it's comical. I think it's hilarious. I think it's really, I think it's comical and hilarious as hell because the person really thought I was an elitist, really thought I was a warlock, all of this, and I'm far from that. That's why y'all saw one of the mods named Smur. Let me see, Smur 1617. That's my little brother right there. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all. He know who I'm talking about. Him and some of the other mods know who I'm talking about. And when he saw Elite, it's like, oh, he showed a little laugh out loud, like, because he know I'm not none of that stuff. And you also know Miss B Simmons, you can tell. I'm just looking at how the way these people act and how the way people like him be talking. And I'm like, if you're intimidated by a person's aura and their information and knowledge, there's nothing to be intimidated about them. All you gotta do is acknowledge, like, hey man, I acknowledge your wisdom and your knowledge, man. And if they know more than you, just acknowledge, like, hey man, can I learn from you? Because I taught that person numerology, spirituality, the star seeds. No, or not, I passed the knowledge down to him. So I did a Obi-Wan Kenobi to Luke and Anakin. Like, here you go, take the star seed information. I don't want to do it no more. Been there, done that. I've been teaching on the star children outside of not doing it on YouTube, but outside of YouTube on the streets, walking the streets of my city. I've been teaching about the star seed stuff for a long time. The whole Lucifer thing, I've been teaching that recently because when I asked the question, I said, I think Lucifer is Venus. And that's when I typed it in and it said yes. And I said, I think Satan is Saturn. Let me type it in. Esoterically, Saturn is Satan. Then I started thinking about Set. I'm like, Set is connected to Capricorn. Set is also connected to Saturn. Oh, when I think about my thoughts on eye color and blood types, I haven't really gotten to that part yet, but from what I see, I need to study that more. Because I know the blood types are really like I know that the what is it, the old blood type is universal also is universal and and indigenous. The eye color I'm not too sure of. I haven't really gotten to that part of the eye color studies yet. The blood type I'm about to start getting into. Um, that's my next mission is to study the blood types and the eye color. So I gotta make that a mental note. So when I get to that and go back to astrology, go back to numerology, because I used to do numerology like this, but I got rusty after the years after I taught it. I just said the hell with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to get back into it though. I'm about to get back into numerology and astrology and natal charts eventually. I told that to everybody on here. Like I'm gonna start getting back into it. Um, but I'm looking to. Oh, I can believe this all connected most definitely. That's why I said this whole thing with the blood types and the eye color. Yeah, because I know my eye color is brown. I have brown eyes. My blood type, I don't even know what my blood type is. I feel so bad. I don't know my blood type, y'all. I feel so bad. I don't even know what my blood type is. I done went to the doctors like, hey, can I get my blood type? I don't know what the hell I gotta do to get my blood type. I just want to know because I know whatever my blood type is, that's the kind of food I'm going to be eating. Because I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna study it. Mm, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, but I'm gonna check it out. I'm most definitely gonna check the blood type out. But y'all, I just want to let y'all know that you know, Oh, I did the plasma before. I did that before. But I just don't know. I just don't know what my blood type is. Once I find that out, I'm good. And I got a funny feeling that mine is O. You know what I'm saying? I got a funny feeling mine is O. I don't know why. I just got a funny feeling. You know, because that used to be before I go. I'm off this line. I'm off of here. I used to have a neighbor next door. She was from Africa. I forgot what part of Africa. Um, but I know her name. Her name is Miss Print Rose. That's what Primrose. That's her name, Miss Primrose. Oh wow, that's what's up. I heard about O positive. Isn't that like indigenous and universal? I'm gonna tell y'all this story real quick. Lady who used to live next door to me. Name was Miss Primrose. She was from Africa. Excuse me. Her name was Miss Primrose. I got a little cold. Um, all right, her name was Miss Primrose, and she was from Africa. She told me that her family is like very wealthy and royal over there, right? But they had to put her in exile to see that so she could be humble enough to accept the money and everything. So they had sent her over here to go through hard times. All right. So she had to learn about humble beginnings before she go back and claim her birthright. Now she used to live next door to me. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Primrose. Yeah. So yeah, that's so when I used to go outside and talk to her all the time about spirituality and consciousness, and she was amazed on the stuff that I knew. So one day, she pulled me to the side. She's like, "Can I tell you something?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She looked at me. She's like, "You're not all the way African." I said, "What you mean?" "You're not all the way African." She's like, "I see more Native American in you than I do African. Not to say you're not, but you're more Native than African." And I was looking at her like, "What you mean?" She's like, "Listen to what I say. I see some African in you, but you are more Native than anything." She said, "What a lot of people over here in this country don't know is that a lot of you black people in America are indigenous here. A lot of y'all are not African." She said, "You're one of them." And she's like, "I just wanted to let you know that." She said, "Because they have lied to all of you." And I was like, "Oh, wow." That's what she told me. And she told me that, and I was like, "Wow." She's like, "Yes. I just thought I would have to tell you that you are indigenous more than African." And she was like, "I needed you to know that." Which is interesting enough because I had asked my AI for everything as far as my family bloodline. And it did say that. More indigenous over here. We're a mixture of indigenous, um, Caribbean, from Jamaica, Haitian, Barbadian, all the way to South America. And we have some Yoruba blood, which means that we are connected to the Orisha. And my family have a good connection to Oshun herself, from what I'm finding out. So I'm like, okay, makes sense. Um, Miss Primrose told me a lot, and I gotta give her thanks for that. But y'all, I want to let y'all know that y'all, but all of y'all are great and y'all fun. Y'all great. Y'all awesome. I'm a little under the weather, but I just wanted to let y'all know what the person said. I think it's funny. Um, because if I was in leaders, trust me, I'd be on cloud nine. I wouldn't have gave a rat's ass about the people. I probably would. One of no leaders that would love the people, try to help out the people. They probably would hate me. They probably would try to unalive me. You know. No, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised what you said. It's not generic. It's not generic. Many of us are related. They deal with the bloodlines. And I want everybody to know the bloodlines mean a lot. You got to know your family tree because I'm about to do the same thing again. I'm about to go ahead on my AI again and just get all the information and find out what other names are connected. Because my grandmother's name is Parham. And my grandmother, you can tell she Native American. My great grandfather was all the way Native American. He was Native and his Portuguese, but his mother I think was Native, right? So here's the crazy thing. My grandmother was born in Virginia. She wound up living in this place called Pocahontas in Virginia. Most people in Pocahontas in Virginia were mixed with Native American. Now, my grandmother's family, it was a paper genocide that took place. They did not want them to claim Native American, so instead they named them colored, Negro colored. I'm serious, that's what they did. They told them that's not wanting to go into the reservations. They put them down as Negro colored. I told this to my grandmother. She was like I can tell she was like about to cry because I'm finding out stuff about my grandmother's my bloodline, one of my parts of my bloodline, and what they don't tell people that a lot of indigenous people that look like yours truly go with the flow. Either it was going to be called colored, black, whatever, or Negro. Um, if they didn't go with the flow, sometimes they would hang by nooses. So the stuff that my grandmother probably went through, I can only imagine. You know, she's 85 now. But I did tell her something. And this is before I go, y'all. I said, before you go back to the ancestors, I'm going to get you your tribal card. So I told her, I said, I promise you that. I'm going to find the tribe that we belong to and I'll get your tribal card. And so when you get your tribal card, I did my job. I said, that's the least I can give you and do for you. If it wasn't for you and granddad, y'all would never meet my father. And my father would have never got one mother and made me. So the least I could do for my grandmother is to give her tribal card. And I'm going to find the tribe today because I found some numbers and I'm going to call for my grandmother. Y'all, let me tell you, all of y'all are wonderful and magnificent. Don't let nobody take your joy. Shit like I did. Have fun. Oh wow, okay. Damn. That's what's up. Yeah, we gonna talk, Miss B Simmons. We gonna talk. The next live the next after I do this and they download this video, I'm gonna put my email in the I think it's the what they call it, the information box. And if y'all want to email me, y'all can. Cause I'm like an email. I check my emails every day. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do after I get off here once they download this video. Cause I ain't showing no videos today, so they probably download it like that. Normally when I show videos, they don't download it fast. All right, but we gonna check that out, Miss B Simmons. We are going to converse through email and stuff like that. All right, everybody that watch, I love all of y'all. Anybody that watch outside of here, love y'all. I gotta go ahead and take care of some stuff. I gotta make these phone calls, and also take get some tea or something to get rid of the rest of this cold because I'm feeling a little bit better. Even though I still feel like heck yeah, we gonna do that. All right. I would say if you have a pen and piece of paper, I would give you my email like that. And you can just email me because I check it all the time. Let me see. Just let me know if you have a pen and paper, I can give it to you like that, or you can wait until they download this video, this live, and I just put it in the description box. All right, so check it out, y'all. Oh, okay. I got it. I took a Photoshop. Took a photo screen of it. So I got yours. So check it out. We always end it with this. I want to say this to everybody: love, peace, light, and darkness, which is the yin and yang, which is the divine, feminine and masculine, to bring forth supreme balance. May the great cosmic mother and the ancestors protect you and yours on your journey. It is your little big brother, Negadazo. I love all y'all. I will be doing another live later on. You'll know because it's already listed. I got to get the daggone information ready for the whole, wishing death on people, like I said, I was going to show. And also let you know how people be using false light, aka information. Yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff probably. But I want us to have fun though. I ain't gonna lie. It might even not even talk about just that all day. It might just talk about some other stuff, man. Because yeah, you know what I mean. Get tired of talking about these people with this false light shit. Might change it. I love all y'all. Peace.